Welcome to the first episode of the Dragon Master campaign. My name is Harrison Weiss, and I am your DM. Let's begin this episode with a round of introductions and a quick fact about what people would see when they look at your character.
Hey, this is Harrison Clark. I play Art, a ranger who is a bit of a social outcast, has no manners, but does have some intense survival skills. So I am fairly dirty. My pants have grass stains all over them. Most of what I'm wearing is made out of deer skin. All of my clothes are tightly fashioned together with hand-carved wooden toggles that I've made myself. Everything from my deerskin shirt, pants, and shoes.
The name's Loaf. I'm a slightly heavy-set wizard. I really like pastries and using spells and stuff. My character really likes to cook, but that's on the side. But yeah, what he looks like, he kind of is, again, a little bit heavy-set, a little scruffy, kind of like a soul patch, and kind of a thick mustache, but it's not really thick. He's 18, so it's kind of still not fully grown in. His hair, it's brown, kind of scruffy. He has kind of long sideburns. They kind of trail down a little bit. I wouldn't say he's really tall. He's probably like 5'8", 5'7".
My name is David Kelly. I play Yori, the warlock, who is extremely book smart, not so street smart.
For the record, you guys could have rewrote those.
Yeah,
I did rewrite mine.
Those weren't set in stone.
Yeah.
We'll fix it by
anyway,
next week.
Sure. I guess appearance-wise, my guy has short white hair. His skin is like alabaster for those art nerds out there, but it's like an eggshelly kind of color. Like he's very, very, very pale. His eyes are bright blue, but they have like golden flecks in him that he gets from his father. Clothing-wise, it's pretty simple clothing. He doesn't want to look too put together, because he does work in the general store. So, wants to be able to get things dirty and not care about it too much. He's pretty slender for a person his height, and he's about average height.
I didn't know we were going into our appearance that deep. If y'all would like, I can add to that to go along with the other guys. My eyes are piercing yellow, like that of a predator. Nose is slender, pointed up at the tip, hinting towards his elvish side. I have a lot of scars from briars, as well as other animals and things that I have roughed with in the past. Most notably, a 3-talon scar down my back. Other thing that I have on is a hunting trophy necklace. Has some teeth, some claws. And the final thing, the most notable thing about him, is that his ears are clipped to a point.
I will say, just because Clark brought it up, my ears are, naturally slightly pointed.
We're beginning this journey in the realm of Terragos, where there has been some recent calamity over the last couple of years. It seems to have settled down to a much more peaceful time. You guys are all from the island of Burke, which is made up of 4 primary cities. You have Burke in the center. You have Blackthorn City in the southeast. You have Mahogany on the west. And north of the island of Burke, there's a small town called Newbark Town. So I think we're going to start off with Loaf's family, and that's going to take place in the outskirts of Burke, where Loaf and Yori both live. You've applied to attend Dragon University, and you've all been accepted, and you all are going to be starting this morning. So the open house is scheduled for this afternoon, so you guys all need to get to Dragon University before that time. Let's say it starts at 2 p.m. Where we pick up is going to be, I think, about 7 a.m., and I'm going to go ahead and set the scene for Loaf specifically. So Loaf, you are asleep. It is at 7 a.m., and you are actually having a dream at the moment. So I'm going to explain the dream that you are experiencing. So right now, you see a giant hawk, and the giant hawk is just flying through the sky, bright, sunny day out, and he is just flying, and he eventually dives down to stop on an island, a very green, luscious island that looks like nothing has ever gone wrong. There's lots of flowers, very luscious atmosphere. You see some dragons on the left, you see some dragons on the right, and the hawk goes to the center of the island, and it picks up a green jewel. It takes the jewel and flies away, and as it flies away, you can see the island begin to cripple, and the sky turn black. And with that, you startle awake.
That was a weird dream. What exactly was that? So, I guess my character gets up and pats himself down and looks around the room.
You probably see your father there, right?
Is he in the room?
I think so. I think you probably have a smaller studio house, with the kitchen in one corner, you got a table. It's probably got some cobwebs up in the ceiling corners, but it's definitely home, and you see your father, Bazin.
Bazin. It's just an Indian word that also is a type of bread. There's all bread.
Nice.
Yes. Anyway.
Okay, that makes sense.
Anywho, yes. So, I guess I'm gonna say hello, Father.
Good morning, son. Seems like you were startled awake.
Yeah, I had kind of this weird dream. I don't really know what it means, but that's not a huge deal right now. I got my first day of classes coming up.
Was the dream about Mum?
No.
No? He gestures to a painting on the wall of her churning butter.
Oh. I mean, I wish it was about Mother. I wish Mother was here.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually about this hawk. It was flying around some island. So, yeah.
Well, do you want to take this picture with you to your dorm room?
I mean, I have the locket. I don't need to take the full picture to the dorm.
Okay, you'll leave that one for me.
Yeah, you can keep that. Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that. And he reaches in his pocket and it goes to hand you something. Go ahead and roll a d6.
I rolled a 5.
So he hands you a quarterstaff and tells you to make sure you don't forget the quarterstaff.
I will not, Father. Thank you, by the way. You've done a lot for me, stuff. Taught me a lot. So, I will make you proud.
Appreciate that, son. You have a good time? You don't need anything else from me, right? As he hands you 5 rations.
No, I think I'm good. I'm ready to go. So, yeah, you have a good one, Dad. Then I just kick open the door and leave.
Okay, you've left. You're walking out of your house right about here. Probably walking south, I presume.
Yes, I'm actually gonna head toward that little tent. I'm just gonna stand in front of it. What are those 2 buildings? Are they just homes?
So these are little shops. These are 2 little shops. They're both green tents with a wooden shelf in the front, where you would normally expect to see a person behind the counter trying to sell you something, but currently nobody is at either of them.
Oh, okay. It's like too early in the day, or
it's a bit too early in the morning. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you do see some bustling noise over by the Kennerl store.
Okay. I guess that piques my interest, so I'm gonna head over there.
Okay. You head on over to the Kennerl store, and we'll go ahead and pick up with Yori. You're waking up probably to your niece, Raina, spitting on your face or something of that nature.
Oh, Raina. Oh, stop.
And then your cat probably licks you on your forehead.
Yeah. Licks the spit off.
Yeah, licks the spit off. That's exactly right. Your mother, Astrid, walks over and says, "Good morning, son. How are you doing today? You ready for a good first day of class?"
Yeah. I'm excited. Slept pretty okay. Should be good.
Nice. Here's your bag. I prepped it entirely. It's full of stuff. You got 5 rations. You got an ink pen. You also have your Book of Darkness. I made sure to put that in there for you because I know that's your favorite book.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. It's really important to me.
I am so thankful for the anonymous donor that donated all of the money that we needed to put you at Dragon University. That was very kind of that anonymous donor.
Yeah, that is really nice.
If you see them, make sure you say thank you, okay?
I definitely will.
Be respectful. I have full faith in you. I have full faith.
Yeah. You raised me right, so.
Your father, Ken, is over at the Kennerl store. He's, doing his normal work. That's where your sister is, too. So feel free to stop by and say hi to them. Here's something else that I pulled out of my back pocket for you. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Rolled a 2.
She hands you a comb.
Ah, nice.
Definitely knew that you needed a comb for your luscious white hair. If I had to guess, your mom is not.
My mom hates me, apparently.
Go ahead and read it out loud for everyone.
Yeah, whenever comb of balding touches hair, the touched hair uproots and falls out. So, do I know that this is, like, a bad thing?
Go ahead and roll Arcana for me.
Oh, my lord. Arcana, you said? That's a 3.
I'm going to say that you have no idea what this comb does.
Okay, I'm not going to use it, but
That's
I'll
fair.
I'll take it to her and just kind of look at it and put it away.
Okay, perfect. And then I presume you want to go ahead and head on out, unless you have something to say to Reyna or Astrid.
No, I'm just gonna give Reyna a little ruffle on the head and shove her a little bit and walk out.
Cool.
Not like in a mean way, but just like a playful. Like,
Yeah. Oh, wait, Yori, did you want to bring your cat Spencer? You know that you're allowed to bring cats, toads, or owls with you to the school. If you want to bring a cat, you can bring your familiar.
I'm very afraid that he'll get hurt.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna leave him here with you where he's safe.
Okay, I will take good care of Spencer while you're gone.
Thank you.
Perfect. And then I'm assuming you're gonna walk on over to the Kenroll store.
Yeah.
As you approach the Kenroll store, you pass by Loaf, who's also walking into the Kenroll store.
Hi.
I think I've seen you around here quite often. It's a small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty small.
So I see that you're dressed a certain way, or what's the occasion?
Oh, actually, it's my first day up at the Dragon Academy, so just saying bye to my dad so I can head up over there.
Oh, so your dad runs the Kenroll store?
Yeah, my dad can.
Oh.
Yeah.
He doesn't like me very much, I guess.
Oh.
Says I asked too many questions about about stuff in general. Like, where did it come from? Who built it? If he made it, or like you know.
I feel like that's reasonable.
Yeah. Even with food, what if it's undercooked or? So you know what I'm saying? It's just Anywho, I what's going on here? Is there like a sale?
It beats me. I don't keep up. He just tells me what to do and I do it.
Okay.
Hey boys, how you guys doing?
Hey Dad. How? I'm good.
And you brought Loaf.
Oh hey, hi.
I appreciate you bringing Loaf. I always good to see Loaf.
So where did you get your items from today? What's with the crowd?
Oh yeah, we have some crates that came in last night. They came from Burke, just the normal suppliers, nothing too special. But are you interested in one? I'll sell you a loot crate for 2 gold pieces.
I mean, the last loot crate that I saved money for wasn't too impressive, not the best quality. So I don't know. Is it the same supplier as that one, or
when was that one? Was that last week or was it the week before?
It was about 3 weeks ago.
About 3 weeks ago? No, this is a different supplier. I've moved on past that one. They were not very good suppliers.
Yes, I would agree with that. No, not today. I don't really.
I also made you a cake. I knew you were heading off to Dragon School today, so I made you this cake, and he gestures out in front of him with a 9x13 chocolate cake.
Wow, Dad, I didn't know you had it in you. That looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, Loaf's inspired me. He comes in here every other day, just bringing new foods and showing me how to make stuff, because he's going to Dragon School partly for the culinary experience.
They have a good culinary program, I've heard.
I think they have an okay culinary program, but the Panda Express there is probably the best. So I definitely recommend the Panda Express. The cafeteria food is a little bit shaky.
It's okay. I'll teach him a few things. So
okay, that would probably help. Having somebody on there to help critique the food would probably help a lot.
All right,
cool. Well, yeah. Have you seen Hera around, Dad?
Oh yeah, she's around back. You want to go back there and say hi?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back there and say hi and bye to her. Hey, Hera. I'm leaving for school. I'm leaving for Dragon School.
That is pretty cool. I never had the opportunity to go to Dragon School,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I want you to have a good experience. So definitely don't worry about mom and pop. I'll take good care of them.
I appreciate that. Watch out for Reyna. She spat on my face this morning.
She spat on your face. I am gonna have to go spank her.
No, it's fine. She's good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I just want to say bye one more time.
Yep. Okay, and then she gives you a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys hug, and then you walk back out to the to the lobby, I presume,
Mhm.
is Loaf. Loaf, roll wisdom. If you roll poorly, you're chowing down on this cake.
Oh no.
16.
Oh, okay. So do you want to be chowing down on this cake, or do you want to leave it?
I'm just gonna knock it down, the whole thing.
You're gonna knock the
knock
whole
down
thing.
the whole thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
So,
So Ken is extremely satisfied with this, and he really appreciates your business.
I'm still going to critique it a
I
little
love
bit,
it.
though. I mean, he could have
Okay.
dialed back a little bit on the egg, but it was still
much egg,
overall
okay.
good.
You see him pulling out a clipboard and taking notes.
I'm gonna walk back in. Has he eaten it since I was out there and came back in?
Yeah.
Like the entire thing?
I think so. I think the whole thing
Yeah.
is gone.
I'm just aghast. Just completely.
I have a little bit of cake around my face. I'm wiping it off with my forearm.
Well, Loaf, are you walking to Dragon School with Yori?
Yeah, sadly, it's a pretty far walk, but yeah,
Yeah, it's a couple hour walk, but I think you guys will make it in time.
I really hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess let's get going, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
go.
so then you guys are gonna just leave the Kenrol store, and we're gonna just assume that you make it to the entrance. But before we talk about what you see, we'll pick up with Art.
So, Clark, it's about 10 a.m. Art seems to be waking up slowly, and you can tell that your uncle had no plans to wake you up. So you go ahead and stir awake, and you wake up to see your uncle on the other side of the room.
Oh, man. Today's the day. Ugh. It's time to get up. Okay.
You're late.
What?
You're late for Dragon School
I'm not late.
on day one.
I'm fine.
Really?
I'm fine. Stuff's already packed. I'm already dressed. Just leave me alone. I'm going.
Have you seen the time? It's like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
already.
Yes, I see the time. I know the time.
Well, okay. Do you have your daggers?
Am I awake?
Yeah.
Then yes, of course I have my daggers.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Do you have... Go ahead and roll a d6.
That's a 1.
Do you have your horn of music as well?
Yeah, I mean, I do rather enjoy hearing myself, so yes, of course, I have my horn.
Okay. Sounds like you're ready to go. When you inevitably fail, there's always a spot for you here at the leather workshop.
I will never be here again. It was knowing you. Bye.
Bye, Neff.
Alright, Art walks out.
So you'll head south out of the Ilex Forest. So it's probably getting close to like 11 a.m. So you approach the city, and as you approach, you see Burke, a place that you've seen a couple times before. You're not all too familiar with it. It's a rustling, bustling city, and I will let you go from there. You're approaching the stairs, the stone stairs, to head towards the city.
All right.
So out of game, you have a couple options of what you want to do. You can head straight towards the school, which you're somewhat familiar with right here. I'll go ahead and do a slight descriptor of what you would see from where you are. As you enter on your left, you can see a guard outpost. It's a very barricaded building, and you see some different guards outside with swords standing guard. As you walk down the stairs, you're probably going to get questioned. On the right, you see the Northern Arch, and through that, you see a very hustling and bustling market. And then just straight ahead, this area right here where the school is about 20 feet above the rest of the city. And then you have this building, this red building here, which is like 20 feet high as well. It's 2 stories. And then on top of that, you have this dragon den where dragons can come in and land. And there are tons of dragons of all shapes and sizes coming in and leaving all at the same time at all these different entrances. And this is probably another 50 feet high. So the top of this dragon den is about 100 feet high. You can see it from miles away outside of the city.
Okay. So as I enter the city and I see the dragons flying in and out of the den, I rushed towards the school to get a better view.
And as you run by the guard outpost, a guard says, "Halt! What's your name? Why do you pass it?"
My name is Art. Just trying to get to the dragon school. Starting my first day of classes today.
Hey, is today the first day? As he screams to the back. Is today the first day at Dragon School? It is? Alright, you're good to go.
All right. Goodbye. And I continue running towards the bridge and to the dragon school.
As you approach, you see some more dragons flowing in, some dragons flowing out.
Oh, the Dragon Riders barracks.
You walk up, and on the corner of the intersection, you see a very distinguished building that has like a roof that you can see that some dragons are landing on as well. And at the door, you see a man posted there, wearing full body armor with dragons on both shoulder pads and a dragon symbol on the chest as well. The door is clearly shut. They're not going to let you walk in, but you're welcome to ask him.
So I walk up to him and am just like gawking at him, like he is the embodiment of what I want to be. And I ask him if he's a dragon rider.
I am a dragon rider. Nice to meet you. My name is Sam.
I am so interested in your dragons. What are their names?
I have one dragon. His name is... Oh, I need to have some dragon names prepped. I'm going to call him Gronky.
Love it.
My dragon's name is Gronky.
Gronky. Oh, that's awesome. How long have you had Gronky?
He's a Gronkle.
Oh, he's a Gronkle.
I've had Gronky since I actually was in dragon school about 5 years back.
Very cool. Can
I
look into the barracks?
So
I'm sorry. Can I look in the barracks?
Can you look into the barracks? I'm not really supposed to let you, so I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna stand firm.
Is there a back door?
Because there's gonna be there's a lot of new students here today. There's not a back door.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no back door.
So,
that's right.
Okay.
Well, you have a nice day at your classes. I know the opening ceremony is coming up soon.
There's a silence, and then Art just walks away.
All right. So we'll go ahead and pick up with the other two. I'm going to make the assumption that you're walking towards the school slightly, so that they could potentially bump into you right around here. Might as well get the three of y'all in on the same page right now. So we cut back to Yorian Loaf back at the entrance right up here. You guys are coming in through the Southern Track Departure, also known as the STD. What do you guys want to do?
Sorry.
What do you guys want to do?
I assume we see the same thing. We've been seeing the tower. I'm gonna also just kind of walk in and just kind of looking up at the tower as I'm walking.
I'm famished, so I don't see the tower. I'm not looking toward it at all. Actually, I'm looking for food. It's been a long walk.
You just say famished?
Famished.
After the okay. Perfect. You're looking for food. So as you walk past these cornfields, you definitely see stalks of corn.
And the corn looks like it's ready to be picked, so I can...
It looks ready to be picked. At least the stuff on the right picture.
Okay, so can I fit like 6 or 7 corn in my bag? Maybe like 8?
What else is in your bag? You got a book, you got a bottle of ink, 5 rations, 50 feet of rope,
Jeez.
and a torch. You could probably fit 5 or 6. I'll give you 6.
Okay, so I'll shove 6 corn in my bag. Well, actually, I'm gonna eat one of the... I guess I'd have to probably boil the corn. I'm just gonna take the corn and...
Go ahead and roll perception.
Actually, could I prepare the corn with my magic? I have a cantrip.
God.
So...
You actually...
Go ahead and roll perception first.
Okay.
You can make it taste good. You can't prepare it.
I mean, I can fire it up a little. Yeah, so I got a 10.
You see some people in the distance over here.
Can I try to do it? I guess it's after the fact. I can't stealthily take it, right? I'll just try to stealthily take the corn.
I'll let you do it stealthily. Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay, 12.
12.
I mean, how far away are we? Like, would that be like, because if I'm like on this side what side of the road am I on?
You're about 100 feet away.
So I mean, with the 12, would they really notice me? Or are they looking my direction?
That is a gamble that you are welcome to take.
I mean, they're probably just I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna get the corn. So
okay. So and how many corn do you grab?
6.
As you grab the corn, because you had a pretty poor perception roll, you didn't see the people over here. There's one dwarf right over here, and he's going to run straight through the cornfield.
I have a question.
Just yell it. Yeah, go ahead.
He's a dwarf, so like, could he see me
Dwarf.
under because the corn's really tall?
The corn is pretty tall, but I'm gonna say yes that he still saw you, because there's this angle right here where the corn right here is kind of low, so because he was right here looking this way and you're right here taking the corn.
Go figure. All right.
Okay, so he sees you. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll for if he sees you. This is his perception. He rolled a 9, so I'm gonna actually say that he doesn't see you on the first couple corn that you grab. That you'll have a choice to continue to grab corn.
I will keep just the corn that I have in my possession. I will not grab any more corn.
Just the 2 corns.
Just the 2. I noticed that he might be glaring in my way, so I'm just sadly only take 2 corn. I just take the corn and walk away.
Okay. Do you walk away with it in your hands or in the backpack?
In the backpack. I kind of shove it in.
In the backpack.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you guys keep walking in.
My passive perception is 13, so not even looking away from the tower as we're walking. I'm just gonna be like, that was really messed up, man. That was not your corn.
What do you mean? It's here, out in the open. I am hungry.
You're gonna eat it like that?
I mean, good point, but I mean, it's gonna be eaten eventually.
Okay. All right. Sure. Fine.
You guys walk in past the guard outpost, and you notice some buildings that are a work in progress on the left and the right. Just early construction. You can see that there's a bunch of dwarfs currently working on this building right here.
Okay.
You see like probably 4 or 5 dwarfs, and as they're building, they're marching in lines, singing a song in Dwarvish. In Dwarvish? In Dwarven? A Dwarven song? Singing a song in Dwarf?
It's Dwarvish. Or Dwarven. Dwarven, maybe.
A Dwarven song? I don't actually know. What's the adjective?
I think it's Dwarvish. Let me just...
Dwarvish sounds awful.
I think you might be right. It is Dwarvish. I don't know. I was doubting myself. Go on.
I led with Dwarvish. I'm going to stick with Dwarvish.
It is.
And they're singing a Dwarvish song.
It is Dwarvish. Okay, go on.
So you guys can, walk past that and run into another companion right here.
From about 30 feet away, you just see this scruffy-looking half-elf just kind of peering at you.
I'm gonna kind of side-eye and just keep walking towards the school.
I'm oblivious. I didn't notice it at all. I'm just walking.
Nice. So all 3 of you are walking this way, kind of not next to each other, all kind of individually.
I'm gonna say I'm a good 20 feet behind.
I'm gonna keep looking over my shoulder because
you can tell I'm still looking at you.
What are you looking at?
This guy, he's like just glaring at us. I don't know what his issue is.
I look back. Yeah, that's just a person here at the town. Like, I mean, what do you think he's glaring at us for?
I don't know.
He's probably just some normal guy.
It's your corn. He knows
about the.
He knows about
Why
your
would
corn,
he
man.
know about the corn? It's not even that many corn.
You
can't
did it
even
in
tell.
broad daylight.
It's only 2 corn.
Okay, all right, sure, fine.
All right. You guys are going to pass the Aaron. You see a large sign on the front of the Aaron. And then you pass by the not stable, which is just a stable. And then you guys can head on up the stairs if you like.
Cool, yeah. I'm gunning for the school. Excited.
At this point, I have caught up with them, and I'm just over Yori's shoulder.
How much over do you mean? like
I'm 5'10".
Ah, okay.
We're about the same height. It's fine. But I am just kind of like jumping, just like, oh my god.
There's a Panda Express here.
So as you arrive right here at the fork in the road, you see a gentleman, a bit scruffy, pretty scrawny. Definitely got a full beard, though. It's a pretty nice beard. Probably about 5'10", human, male. And he greets you. He says, "Welcome to Dragon University. I'm glad to be the first one to welcome you 3. You guys look like you're such good friends already. We're going to have such a good time with our 2 weeks here. And so go ahead and head on over to the cafeteria. That's where we're going to end up getting started. Feel free to pass by the Panda Express. It's right behind me. And make sure you say hi to the statue. It's Dr. Egan's statue. Feel free to give it a high five. It has one hand down to its side. And
is it alive?
You want to roll perception for that?
Is it alive?
Are you asking the?
No, I'm shouting this.
No. This is actually just a statue. It's a statue of our founder,
So,
Dr. Egan.
who are you again? Who are you? I asked.
Oh, my name is Hiccup.
Oh.
I didn't introduce myself. I'm the son of the chief of Burke, and I am one of the dorm parents for this year. So depending on what house you fall into, we'll decide if you get to hang out with me more or not.
Oh,
Cool.
My parents are dead.
Oh.
Ooh, drop that.
That's I'm very sorry to hear that.
So who are you?
I lost my mother.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, my mom's name was Margarine.
It's a beautiful name. What was your dead mother's name? Scruffy one?
Art.
Oh,
is
Art. Welcome.
is my name.
Let's just go to the. You know what?
Both of my
you guys
parents
just head
are
on
alive.
over to the cafeteria. I'm very happy for you. You guys.
Gonna walk away.
I'm gonna walk away a little bit, and he walks towards the dorm.
Boy, what's wrong with that guy?
As you're standing right next to him.
What guy? What guy?
The
Do you see a guy?
the hiccup guy. Yeah, guy. He's awkward. All right, let's go
Oh.
in. Yeah,
Yeah, that dude's weird.
yeah. Jeez.
I'm gonna high five the statue.
You're gonna high five the statue.
I'm gonna high five
Okay.
the statue.
So you guys have a couple of options. Do you want to head towards the cafeteria, or do you want to head in the door right here?
Toward the cafeteria. That's where I'm going. I smell it. So I'm just gonna start.
Okay. So you're gonna head north.
I'm
Yes.
also gonna head north. Yeah.
My survival instincts say take the path less traveled. I go through the closest door.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds
yeah.
like a plan. So we'll start with the top path. So Yori and Loaf, you guys see through the windows of the Panda Express, you see a bunch of people in panda costumes,
That's awesome.
or maybe just pandas. You're not really sure.
So like, do they actually make food, or is it just like just pandas inside?
You want to walk through the window?
Yeah,
The-
I'm just gonna like pit stop there. Yeah, that seems important.
There's a bit of a line. Do you want to get in the back of the line, or you want like cut to the front?
How much time do we got?
You got like an hour probably before the start.
I just think to myself, oh, let's just go to the cafeteria. I'll come back for this later. It's fine. Just turn around. The line seems a little imposing, so I don't want to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You head towards the cafeteria. You walk up the stairs and you enter. And as you enter the cafeteria, you see just this vaulted ceiling, strong craftsmanship building. Right here in the center is like a courtyard. So this is really the cafeteria right here in this space. In the cafeteria, there are 7 tables. And then over here is where there's like the bar where you would go get in line at a high school to get your food.
How's the line look?
At the cafeteria, the line is almost empty at the moment.
I'm gonna pit stop there.
Okay, so you go get in line.
I'm gonna jump in real quick. I have somehow found myself inside the cafeteria at the farthest table, and I'm
Okay.
now looking at Yori from across the room.
Perfect.
I'm gonna sit at the other end and just very like slowly sit down and like hold his gaze, but like up like shivering a little bit.
So we have the 7 tables right here. We also do have a big stage right over here that you guys are now noticing with kind of like a normal like backdrops, curtains back here, and then you can tell that there's some people up there that look on the more important side of it. So now we're in line for the cafeteria food.
Hey, howdy.
Hello, how are you? Hello, welcome to the Dragon cafeteria. Do you need food? Food? You want food? We are serving green mush today. Green mush.
Green mush? Like,
Mush.
what do you mean by green mush?
Mush. Pronunciate the moo.
Yeah, okay.
And it-
Slap some in.
She puts her ladle in the bucket of green mush, and she scoops it onto your plate, and it splats across the whole tray.
It looks edible, I guess.
Yes, it's very good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I just turn around and I just like walk away. I'm gonna
try it. Make sure you tell me if it's good or bad.
Yeah, sure thing. 100%.
Yay!
You want me to?
It's good.
Right in-
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I got 100%. Do you hear that, ladies? Woohoo!
Oh Jesus. So I sit next to Yori just to see what he's looking at. Hey, you seem a little tense.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Guy won't stop staring. What is on your plate? What is that?
It's Can I take a bite of it? I just take a bite of it. It's moosh. That's what they called it.
It looks very green.
It is actually. I don't really. Can I like roll to see? Is it like a type of meat or is it like a vegetable type thing?
It
Is a
seems
vegetable?
more like a diced up, chopped up mix of like beef and vegetables
So it's
mixed, all kind of.
like blended or something.
It's like blended meatloaf with like green beans or something like that. You can't really tell exactly.
Does it taste like...
Go ahead and roll a d20 for how it tastes.
Wow. Okay, I rolled like a 16, so...
You think it tastes pretty good.
It's not bad, actually. It's surprisingly. Yeah, so this is good. Huh.
Okay.
I'm going to jump in real quick at when he was inquiring about his food. I have now gotten up from the furthest table, gotten a plate, and sat down at the table directly behind the two of them.
With Grey Mush?
I was at the farthest table. Wait,
Yes.
what do you mean?
You're at the furthest. I thought I was at the furthest side of the cafeteria.
Well, you were on the other side.
Yes, you're closest to the cafeteria ladies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have made my way over to the table directly next to y'all's table.
Okay.
So I'm sitting right behind you.
Okay.
I can do a stealth check if you would like.
Go ahead and do a stealth check while he's definitely trying to pay attention.
That is a 15.
That's my passive perception is 13.
So, yeah, I think you can sneak up, and what was your goal? Was to sit at the table with him?
I'm sitting behind them, and
I had my back I was on the opposite side. I as far as I'm aware, it's just a bunch of tables. Like it's 4 tables, you said?
oh, I see.
7.
And if you were on the far table, I was literally just like straight across from you, just on the opposite side.
Why don't I do
Doing
another
damage.
stealth check and take disadvantage and be sitting directly across from you now, the closest table directly across. So I'll do another one and take disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you definitely would be keeping an eye on me.
Yeah, it seems...
Okay,
Yeah.
my 15 stands.
Oh, wow.
So
Jeez.
Okay.
I
So, yeah,
succeed.
you successfully sneak under some tables and get around, and you want to sit right next to him?
Nope, the table
Or was
that
it...
is not their table, the one next to theirs, but I am facing him on the opposite side. So,
All right.
Okay. Perfect.
and you can tell that I'm squinting and kind of really looking at you.
I guess once we finish the conversation, I look back up and I startle again and just head in my hands, just what is wrong with this guy?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dragon University opening ceremony. And you guys look up towards the stage, and you see someone that resembles someone like Gandalf, for example, he's holding a big quarterstaff. He's got a long white beard with a wizard hat, and there's a little goblin that's standing in front of him, and the goblin has his hands up, kind of shaped like a microphone, and Gandalf is speaking through the hands of the goblin. And he says, welcome to the opening ceremony. My name is Gandalf. I am the headmaster of the university. This is my administrative assistant. His name is Mike. Please treat him with respect. And we'll get started here in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So go ahead and grab a seat, and we'll get this party going.
I stand up and go to sit at their table.
Do you have a problem with me? Are you okay? As you sit down.
We have the same ears.
What do you mean? We've been walking together this whole time.
Not you. No, yeah, I'm just gonna touch one of my ears and look at yours and kind of take back and then be like, okay.
I brush my hair over my ear and show you my ear. Same ears.
Yeah.
And then just sit silently.
I see. Are they natural? In the nicest way possible, I promise.
Of course they're natural. I'm an elf.
Oh.
I'm a full elf. I'm fully elf. Nothing
you're-
else. Fully elf.
Oh. I'm a half elf. My dad's an elf.
What is your half?
A human.
And I turn away to face away.
Oh, okay.
Man, tough crowd. I see.
Bit of a racist, I see.
Kind of just nudge you a little bit. What's crawled up him? Oh, God. Yeah.
I wanted to say before we were interrupted by our new friend here.
Art.
Do you think he ever drops Art? Hi, Art. I'm Yuri.
So wait, is he out of game? Is he hearing us? Because we're not whispering this, are we?
No, we're not whispering. No, I'm
I'm
talking.
sitting across the table from you, facing away, so I'm shouting my name back at you, Art, and just still facing the stage.
Do you think he ever drops Mike, or do you think he holds him while he speaks? Haha! It's a joke.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I read a lot of books. I read it somewhere. I don't really know what it means.
I really hope the kitchen can have better food here. You know, because as much as I like, it's okay, it's good. Just
You gave me 100%.
She can hear us.
How can I do better?
a little.
You want me to do better?
A little bit of seasoning wouldn't hurt.
Oh God.
Would that give me 105?
Like a.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Yeah, sure.
I will season my green moosh next time.
That would definitely get you the 105 for sure. Yes.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and say that you guys have some passive talk. You guys are somewhat introducing each other. And we'll go ahead and skip ahead to the start of the opening ceremony. So we go back to Gandalf on stage. Or the Gandalf lookalike, I should say. I didn't really... no, I did say his name's Gandalf. That's Gandalf on stage. And he is holding Mike. And then Mike has his hands up to his mouth so that he can speak louder. All 7 tables are starting to get filled up. There's lots of students your age, and there's some teachers, some like older folks, some surrounding the stage, and there's also 1 chair up on the stage itself that nobody's currently sitting in. Then Gandalf is going to go ahead and start talking. As he starts to talk, a hawk flies up and lands on his shoulder, and he says, "Welcome. My name is Gandalf, and once again, I'm the headmaster of this glorious university. It has been my honor to serve here for the last 5 years, and this year is our 50th anniversary of Dragon University, so I'm super excited to celebrate it with you guys on this amazing time that we live in. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our convocation speaker. You might know him as the Great. He is amazing. He is the town's leader. He's the chief. Welcome, Stoic the Great, to the stage." And everybody claps. The whole room is happy to see Stoic. So then Stoic walks up from the side of the stage. You can tell he's a bit on the short side. He's a bit stout. And he walks up to the mic, and he grabs Mike out of Gandalf's hands. And he starts to say, "Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Stoic, as our glorious headmaster Gandalf has introduced. And I just wanted to bring you guys here today to begin a new story. I'm super excited for all the things that we're going to experience here for the next couple of years that you guys are hanging around or flying around, if you know what I mean. I do want to mention the worrying times that we have going on at the moment. You guys have 2 great weeks ahead of you. That's 8 days of school, so I'm looking forward to everything you guys are going to bring to our great nation of Berk. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. I'll be over here while we do the next part of the ceremony." So he steps to the side, and a very full body armored dwarf walks to Mike and picks up Mike and says, "Okay, so we have entered the house portion of the ceremony. Every student here is going to be delegated to one of the 7 houses. If you're not familiar with the 7 houses are the Boulder House, the Sharp House, the Mystery House, the Stoker House, the Strike House, the Title House, and the Tracker House." As he says those names, one thing that you notice is Gandalf is wearing a necklace that is glowing, like a medallion, and it has a symbol on it that you might recognize a little bit later, but you don't recognize it currently. So we're going to go through alphabetical order and go from A to Z on the names. Everybody's going to, when their name is called, they're going to come up and they're going to sit on this chair and put on Gandalf's hat. And the hat is going to decide what house that you belong to. So go ahead and come to the stage. Arthur.
Art.
Arthur.
Not Arthur. Art.
Art. Yes, Art.
Art.
Come to the stage. Art.
Yes, Art.
Okay, are you coming up to the stage?
I'm already here.
Oh, he is. Okay. Oh, welcome. Go ahead, grab a seat, and let me go grab Gandalf's hat. He sets Mike down. He grabs Gandalf's hat, and it looks like a classic purple wizard hat. And he sets it on your head.
Does it have a face on it?
It does not have a face on it.
I kind of scrunch and move my head away.
Okay, and he
kind of run from it.
He kind of scratches his head, and you have to. This is part of the ceremony. You need to sit still so the hat can choose your house.
You see my hands grip the bottom of the chair.
He reaches the hat and he sets the hat on your head.
You see me wince.
He goes over and talks to Gandalf, and they chit chat for about 10 seconds. And Dante picks up Mike and says,
"You have been chosen to join the Tracker House."
And the whole room erupts, as that is actually the most famous house of the Dragon University.
Sick.
Welcome to the Tracker House. I'm sure they're super excited to have you. After you finish, you'll need to go find your dorm mom, Astrid. You'll need to find her. She'll show you to your room. Okay, next up, and then we go through a bunch of names that I don't have written down, so don't ask me to say all the different names.
I want to hear every single one of them.
And then we'll end up getting to Loaf.
Is there like a brochure instead of it picking? Can I just pick it instead? A list of the names of the... I kind of raise my hand. Like, just like a...
So this is from the audience, after they say your name?
Yeah.
Well, no, not really. We usually let the hat decide, and then he winks
But how
at
am I supposed to know what I'm getting into? What if the dorm doesn't have good beds or bad kitchenware?
All the beds and the kitchenware are all stocked equally. Every house is the same, except for the title and the spirit of the people inside of it.
Okay.
Oaf, come up to the stage, please.
All right. You guys need to improve your cafeteria. I just mumble to myself. I walk up there. I go up on the stage.
As he walks up,
I sit down.
Art stands up and just claps. Loaf! And sits back down.
The only one to clap.
The only one clapping. Oh, and it's just, wow, that's some enthusiasm right there from that fellow right there. Wow.
Art.
That is some enthusiasm from our friend's Art.
I look around. Sit back down.
Oh, gosh.
He sets Mike back down, and then he goes to grab the hat, and he goes to set the hat on you. And then he goes over and talks to Gandalf for a second.
I raise my hand while the hat's on my head and ask him, how does this hat read my mind?
The hat actually doesn't read any minds. It's actually a hat of magic detection.
What if someone individual doesn't have magic abilities? Or rather, he's just very magically inept?
I don't know about that one. That's a good question.
Yeah, I was just saying. I mean, where did he get the hat? I'm asking these questions while the hat's still in my head.
Loaf, you are accepted into the Title House.
Is that good?
Nobody in the room cheers.
Oh, no.
I just look around and I'm just like,
I stand back up and I'm clapping. Loaf!
A couple other people start clapping with you.
I start waving at them and I'm like
mostly the other people who got the Title House.
Thumbs up and the finger pointing. Boom, 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 boom. The gunfire. Anyway. All right.
Then you head back down to your chair, I presume?
Yeah.
And when you sit down, somebody leans over to you and says, the Title House has actually never won in the 50 years. They're the only house never to have won before.
Well, with me on the team...
Maybe you can turn the tides.
I don't know about all that. Yeah, but I'm gonna... Oh. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like there's tough competition around here. Give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. And he reaches over and says, hey, my name's Grayson.
My name's Loaf. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Sounds like we're in the Title House together, so hopefully we'll get to take home the trophy this year.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. I say moderately confidently, and then I just gonna...
So as all the other names tag along one at a time, we reach the final one, and it is Yori to the front.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look around and get up and go to the stage.
You get to the stage, and
I sit down and just kind of wait for them to put the hat on me, and just kind of looking around.
The hat is placed on you, and he goes and talks to Gandalf briefly, and Gandalf says, the math adds up perfectly.
You are the Tracker class.
I stand up and boo. I'm the only person. I wave because I think you're
everybody claps. Everybody claps, and there's one person booing. I'm not really sure who it is.
Boo.
Can I see if I can tell it's him?
Yeah, go ahead, roll perception.
It's a 9.
You cannot tell that it's him. You cannot tell that it's him. Okay, so perfect. Everybody has an assigned house. So go ahead and find your individual house parents. I think everybody knows who they are at this point in time, so go ahead and find them and go ahead and begin your campus tour. And then everybody kind of disperses.
When you were explaining that the tracker house mom was Astrid, was that him verbally saying that, or was that you saying out of game?
He said that, I believe.
Oh, okay. Then I'll
Yeah.
be like, that's my mom's name.
Who is the title houses out of game?
Title class, the dorm mom is Hermione Twice. So, Hermione Twice. 2 of you are Astrid, 1 of you is Hermione.
Yeah.
Twice.
Hermione Twice. Yes, that's correct. Not Hermione, but Hermione Twice.
Yes, I'm on board.
Okay, just making sure. You can see who you think is Hermione Twice just based off of the names earlier who were called with the title class. So you could either go that way or you could follow Yori and Art towards Astrid.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow my friend and the other guy who befriended us or clapped every time I went up. So
Art?
Yeah, I keep forgetting him. Does it go by Arthur? I wouldn't know that though. So Art. Okay.
Art.
Okay. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna follow them. It's okay. Hermione can get mad at me, but I'll join Astrid's tour.
Cool. Okay. So Astrid's going to go ahead and take you guys out of the cafeteria. We're going to head towards the East Hall. And the key thing is that as you guys walk by, she's going to start just pointing things out. She points out the courtyard that's in the center of the school. Nothing too incredibly special. And then on the East Hall, there's some different small classrooms. And she says, so on your left is going to be your combat class. This is where you're going to do your fighting class. This is where you're going to learn to fight. You're going to learn all about the different weapons. You guys will have a marvelous time over here. This was my favorite class when I was attending here. And as she talks about that, you can see that she also is wearing a necklace similar to the one Gandalf was wearing, but with a different symbol on it. And you guys are just going to keep walking. If you guys want to have any passive conversation, you're welcome to.
So is the East Hall just strictly like combat based?
Yeah, there's a couple different doors over here that lead to like one big classroom. That is where the combat class is going to take place. She says, okay, so this is the staircase that can take you up to the Dragon Den. The key thing is you always want to make sure you close this door. We really don't want the dragons down here in the cafeteria area. They really like the green moosh.
Is it like a fairly big door then, I guess, if the dragons can like get through, right?
Yeah, I would say it's like a wooden double door that then you can walk straight in, and then it takes like a swirling staircase up this way.
Okay.
It's pretty high up, so it's like 20 feet high, the staircase.
Oh,
Is there any reason that the door is large enough for the dragons to get through if you don't want them down here, or?
Oh, that was a design choice by the original designer of these buildings, Dr. Egan.
Okay, I see.
See, that dumb question. Ain't that right, Loaf?
It wasn't very seasoned, but it's okay.
Oh.
Us full-bloods, we don't have dumb questions like that. I'm just going to say that now.
You said
Would
you're
that-
an elf?
Does that apply to humans?
Yes, I'm a
Because
full elf.
Full-blooded.
What do you mean? Why are you asking questions?
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Astrid, let's continue the tour. Let's continue the tour.
Yes. Yeah. Let's keep walking. So,
I'm gonna kind of tug at Loaf and be like, aren't you in a different class? Are you gonna get in trouble?
I mean, yeah, it's day one. It's not going to be that bad. I think.
Okay.
I really just need to cook this corn, so we'll have to wait till this is after. This is all
Okay.
done.
let's head on up the stairs, everyone. Up the stairs. Even you in the back, Loaf. You need to follow with the group.
Those are a lot of stairs.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll make it up the stairs, right?
All right, I guess.
Yeah, let's head on up. So you guys,
Art
you
gets
guys walk up
behind
the
Loaf
stairs.
and starts to help him up the stairs.
Do you need to roll athletics for this staircase, or do you think you'll make it?
I mean, I'll make it, but I might be a little winded. But I'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
You guys make it up the staircase, and
My
as you
hand
get
is
to the top,
firmly
there's
on his back.
there's another double wooden doors that they open up, and as you open it up, there are dragons.
Oh.
There are dragons everywhere, all kinds of shapes and sizes. There's some large ones, some small ones. On the right, there's like a big armored area that is primarily used by what appears to be some kind of army group. Has like a building over here near the top, and then over here you can see that there's more of like a classroom setting with a stage and a bunch of chairs. And in that room, there is a teacher behind the podium.
What's the teacher? Like, what race?
The teacher's name is Jessica. She is a 40-year-old human.
Okay.
So yeah, she's human, and she looks like a pretty happy person overall. Like, she has a long brown hair, normal attire, and she looks like she's really happy to see everyone. Hey guys, welcome to the Dragon Den. My name is Jessica Chambers. You can call me Professor Jessica or Professor Jess if you'd like. And I'm going to be your guys' dragon teacher. I'm super excited to get you guys into dragon class in the first thing in the morning. But I think now would be a great time for you guys to get your dragon egg.
That sounds awesome. Yeah.
Art is visibly shaking.
The whole group seems to be pretty happy, pretty excited about the dragon egg. So you guys, everybody walks in. There are tons and tons of eggs all over the room in like little nests. So at this point, Jessica says, welcome. This is the dragon classroom. Go ahead and walk around, look at all the different eggs, and go ahead and pick one that you think looks like it could be your forever family.
I immediately sprint to one of the eggs.
Oh, I like two of these.
So we only get one? I ask.
You only get one egg, just the one.
Are these eggs based off of their element?
So every egg kind of represents a dragon on the inside, Some dragons have, really strong fire. Those are usually in the Stoker class. Those might have red eggs or orange eggs. Then, you have the Boulder class, and those might look like rocks or be bumpy. You know how the dragons work, right?
That's why I'm here.
That's
to
true.
learn.
That's true. I get to teach you all about dragons.
I want the teardrop one, like the blue one. Yeah, I want that one.
Okay, you have picked an egg. Then we have two more people to pick eggs.
Art immediately rushes. The egg he rushed towards was the one top left with the middle slit.
Ooh, okay.
And he is investigating it heavily. Can I do an investigation check on the egg?
Do like a history check.
That is a 17.
You can tell that this egg is bigger than all of the other eggs in this room, and that probably correlates to the size of the dragon.
I want the bumpy looking one next to the blue teardrop looking egg. Yeah, that guy.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that looks like a pickle.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's calling my name right there. Oh yeah. Yep. I just kind of pick it up and I'm just like, yeah, this one. I just kind of shake it in my hand. I don't even really like. I just kind of.
So art absolutely is going to take a long time.
Well, it looks like everybody is good to go, and we'll go ahead and send you guys out so I can bring the next class in. Oh wait, Art, are you still picking?
I am. Art. Yes, Art.
I'll take the big one. That one.
You'll take the big
yeah.
one?
Yes, the big one. That's what I was going to say.
The big one?
Why?
Okay, here you go. Sounds good. Everybody have a nice day, and I was once a tracker, so I'm rooting for you guys. Win another trophy for us. We already have 12. So then, is there anything else going on here, Art?
I am now clutching the egg as carefully as I can, but firmly clutching this egg.
So as you guys leave the dragon classroom, you run into Gandalf. Well, it looks like you guys have already gotten your dragon eggs. Congratulations. That is a huge first step in your journey here at Dragon University, and I really look forward to all the future steps. And then he puts his arm out, and you can see a giant hawk fly in and land on his arm, which, Loaf, you recognize from a dream that you had.
Quick note from the Dungeon Master. We do use D&D 5e for this campaign. We use it loosely. We treat it more like guidelines, but we do our best to stay true to it. What is completely different is the item system. All of the items are homebrew items. The item system is completely built from the ground up by me. So you'll see some items you've seen before, like Bag of Holding, and you'll see some brand new items like Comb of Balding. So let me know if you have any ideas, and let me know which items you like. And this episode was voiced by Harrison Clark as Art, William Brito as Loaf, David Kelly as Yori, and edited and DM'd by Harrison Weiss. Please follow us on X at Tides of Terragos or on Patreon at patreon.com/Tides of Terragos. Even if you don't join the Patreon, you will be able to see the map of Burke and all of the eggs that the party got to pick between.